I think to really make it worthwhile, have a purpose, a plan of how are you going to take this knowledge and then apply it. I'm Mike Fisher, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer at Etsy. In high school, I got into computers, taught myself how to program, and so I went to West Point. I decided to study computer science. So I flew helicopters for the Army. I was stationed in Hawaii. I ended up at Hawaii Pacific University and did my master's in information systems. I ultimately decided to leave the military and pursue corporate America. I came here with GE Lighting, and I started as a software developer. I realized that I didn't have enough education or background on the other business sides. And so that's what brought me looking for an MBA program. I looked for the program that was the most respected in the area and the highest ranking, and the professors that people recognized, and that's what drew me to Weatherhead in the very first place. They're widely known in academia, but also in the practitioner space, that people rely on their research. And I ended up at PayPal right after the acquisition by eBay. When I started, there were about 30-some engineers, and over the course of about 2.5 years, we grew the team to over 300 engineers. I decided to start a consulting company with a couple of my friends. I worked with hundreds of companies, helping them scale. Companies like Rent the Runway and Warby Parker, and that's what actually introduced me to Etsy as a consultant. And so I met them when they were a rapid growing startup, and I thought that the company's values align with mine perfectly around really helping, in this case, creative entrepreneurs reach their customers. One of the things that I learned at Weatherhead that I apply daily is the model about how to increase and drive innovation. Etsy is incredibly passionate about diversity and inclusion, and the model that I have has diversity at the forefront of it. And so it's a perfect fit, and I think that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy working there, that I think the way I see to drive innovation is exactly how Etsy operates. And then I ended up transferring into the PhD in management program because it really kindled my spirit of wanting to teach again. Made the transition to an adjunct professor after the program ended. And we introduced SQL, which is a query language for databases. They're incredibly focused, and they're here for the 18 months to learn, and that's absolutely what they want to do.